Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all well. It's a very sultry, humid Sunday in London. I'm off on my travels for work, I have to say, nothing exciting later this evening. And I just had a delivery, even though it's Sunday, of my Lisa Eldridge purchases. Some of you may have seen her very recent video. I think it was either Thursday or Friday, revealing that she had been asked by the estate of Marilyn Monroe to collaborate on a limited edition collection to celebrate the centenary of Monroe's birth. And she gives all sorts of interesting information. I'll try and remember to link her actual video about this, and she shows all the products as she always does, to this video, but you can certainly go and find it if you haven't seen it. Lisa is always so interesting. I think I love listening to her talk about her passion for vintage makeup. I didn't realise that she owned, for example, at least one of Marilyn's actual lipsticks. I knew she had Audrey Hepburn's because that was the basis for one of her releases in her refillable lipstick that she launched last year, which I did buy. Anyway, long intro. Having said I was going to be really mindful about the purchases that I make, and having actually not bought that much this year, hook, line and sinker, I fell for this collection. I will say before I show you the products, I am a fan of Marilyn Monroe. Not particularly of her style, or I admire the brand that she had, and obviously she was very beautiful, very sexy. It's not my style at all, but I can recognise how iconic it is, and she is absolutely iconic and, fascinating character. So her makeup per se isn't the makeup that I would naturally gravitate to, certainly at my age. But funnily enough, I have bought into a previous collection. I remember MAC Cosmetics did a limited edition Monroe release quite a while ago now. It was more varied than this one in that it had quite a lot of nude shades as well, and I really loved the items that I bought. I must look if I think I must have thrown them by now, but I kept them for a long time and I did actually wear them a lot. So anyway, this collection is so beautifully presented. She's chosen the most beautiful photographs from the heyday of Monroe's career in the 50s. There are, I think, only one of the products has the second of those photographs that I've got, and the kind of main box that they come in, I'll show you there, is really very gorgeous. So these have just arrived. I've taken them out of the outer packaging. I haven't opened them yet. So this is a genuine, in the moment unboxing of, first of all, Norma Jean 629. This is a lipstick. We see Lisa Eldridge with Marilyn Monroe. It's her lipstick refill for the Rouge Experience, because I already have the bullet, which weighs a ton, has got my slightly battered, no, it's not the Audrey Hepburn, it's one of the other ones in at the moment. So I'm going to refill with the Marilyn. Now, there were two, I think, main colours for this particular formulation. They're so well done, these refills, with their own little cap, so that you can swap them round, and when you take out one, you can put away the refill till you next want to use it without damaging. Gosh, sudden burst of sunlight, which is not good for camera quality. Let's just put the blind down a little bit. So here we are. I went for the shocking blue-red, which is, oh, it's slightly chipped there, which is not good, is it? can see there. That's not me. Slightly naughty. I'm not going to send it back. I don't wear red that often, but honestly, this was the one that you just had to have. Although there's also a beautiful fuchsia pink. Let's show it. Oh, it's not too... that's interesting. It's not as pigmented as I expected. This I would actually wear. This is like the formulation for a Chanel Rouge Cocoa Shine. Much more forgiving, and it's a slightly more orangey red as well, which, although blue red is said to be more flattering for fair-skinned girls, I do quite like. So I would actually wear that, I think. So I'm going to remove, if I can, yeah, there's the other one, and stick this one into my bullet, twist it down properly so I don't nick it again, and there it is in my bullet, ready to go in my handbag. Mine has my initials on the bottom. Beautiful engineering, quality stuff. So actually I'm more pleased with that than I expected to be. It's definitely more wearable than I was expecting. Now I've got another lip product. Is it this one? I'll just get my glasses on. This is the Velvetine Liquid Lip Colour. I haven't had this formula before. She has done it, apparently. And I've got a red in this as well, because I thought this lipstick was going to be too pigmented. So I've got, again, bright red. Let's have a look how this one is. Haven't had this formula, as I say. And this looks much more shocking. And would you know it, this is the one that is much more pigmented. Interesting, isn't it? That was not what I was expecting. So, yeah, I'll have to be very bold when I'm wearing this, maybe going out in the evening and just wearing a bold lip. But I think it was about £29, maybe £27. It's called Strawberry Blonde, and it had the different photograph on the box, so I had to have it. There are two highlighters. I got the lighter one called Butterfly Light, although the other one is interesting because it looks quite dark, which is not my thing, but it's darker than highlighters usually are. So this is called the Seamless Skin Elevated Glow Balm Concentrate. So again, I've had liquid highlighters from Lisa Eldridge, which are okay. Well, they're good actually, but liquid highlighters are not my favourite formulation. I like a powder, to be honest, in highlighter, or I quite like the Chanel Balm Sticks. I think I've got a deal one as well. So I thought I was definitely in the market for this. I would have loved it, actually, if she could have had a picture of Monroe on the compact like this, but she's just got her moniker, as it were. There's a mirror here, and you can see this is indeed quite a light, and it's a definite creamy balm, quite liquidy. Yeah, just a very liquid sheen, much as I expected. So, I don't know, would this be more useful than a balm stick? I have several of those from Chanel. They're going to last me till I die, to be honest. But I suppose it's quite useful to have one with a mirror. It's a nice handbag size, even for an evening handbag, because it's small. So, pleased with that. The eye products, no eyeshadows, which I suppose Marilyn wasn't really... I mean, she's wearing eyeshadow there. You can see kind of champagne gold, but she didn't wear a lot of powder or cream eye makeup. What she did was the winged liner and the black lashes, and so I got a mascara in the limited edition. I've never tried, so that's got a sleeve on it over the normal one, Kitten Lash Mascara. So this is obviously her normal one, which she's just put a commemorative sleeve on. Well done, good cash grab, Lisa. Can't blame her, really. There you go. So I'm not going to pull this out because I don't particularly want to open it yet, because I've got 2 new Chanel mascaras that I've only opened in the last few weeks, and I do try to use mascaras sequentially and throw them away after a reasonable period of time, unlike most of my makeup, because I don't think it's great to be putting that on your eyes when it's more than, well, let's say 6 months old. It's supposed to be 3 months, isn't it? So I'm not going to open that, but that's a black mascara in the commemorative box, which of course I fell for. So that's what I got. I'm kind of tempted to go back for that fuchsia pink lipstick, particularly. I must research it a bit better, if the formulation is as forgiving as the red one that I've got, the Norma Jean. It looked much more pigmented when she demonstrated it on her video, after me saying how great her videos are. They are great. So I thought I'd try and get this out as quickly as possible, because it's just been released, this collection. So for once, I'm right bang on the button. Some of you may be looking at it. It's beautifully presented. Of course it is. I think if you've already got the famous vintage lipstick bullet from last year, it's well worth getting one of the Marilyn colours, just to get yourself a little commemorative box and have part of the collection. This is cute. There are a few other products, can't really remember what. There's a whole leaflet that comes with it, telling about her connection with Marilyn. Oh, a huge little poster in the middle, that's nice. And the various products that you can get. So a nicely presented collection. I'm happy if I'm breaking my limited buy kick for something that is a bit special. Anyway, I hope you all have the best week, and I shall speak to you soon. Until then, bye for now.